Well, welcome back everybody to Ku5ogrande, the bad video game tournament. I'm still working on getting one or two little things figured out here because of being a butt. Okay. This has to work, right? Yeah. Okay, maybe it'll work. That's sort of the theme of the day. So take a chill pill, relax. We're working on getting everything set up. It's just Author Blues has to make it complicated for me. Author Blues, why would you do this? I gotta give him a hard time whenever I can because you never know what's going to happen when the Auth shows up. Ring, ring, ring. Well, let's go ahead and move on over to the GM reveals because our first GM today... Actually, you know what? I'm going to reveal the votes first because Author Blues voted for the middle one. Yeah. And Hopscotch voted for the person on the right, which means that our GM is going to be on the left. But who could it be? Well, it's not going to be Iron GM Mega Man, our dear favorite, Xandra. Yeah. Or our other favorite, it's not going to be Iron GM 4K 144 FPS. Yeah, that's right. Not Smite. Instead, I want you all to welcome in Iron GM lives in a trash can. Our dear Liz Star. Liz, come and chat with me. I would love to hear what is going on over on your side of the world. As I work on getting the next screen set up, because for some reason I am this didn't work. My system didn't work. Liz, help.
Hi. What do I help with?
Actually, you probably don't need to help with anything.
You need a knife?
Did it work now? Yes, knife.
Oh. Okay, I have knives. Let's got a knife.
Heck yeah, knives. No, for some reason, this is just being dumb and not cooperating with me. But hello there, Liz. How are you doing?
Hi. I'm okay. I'm tired. How are you doing today?
I'm about the same.
I
got a reasonable amount of sleep, but I think because I started playing Half-Life Alyx yesterday, I've been a little... Oh, it's so good.
How are you with, motion sickness for that kind of stuff?
I don't get motion sick, basically.
Okay, lucky.
I know, I'm so sad for you. It's really good, though. I'm trying to think... What have I been playing that doesn't get you motion sick? I think everything that I'm playing right now would get you sick. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I picked up Hades last night, and I've been playing that. That was really good.
Wait, which one?
Hades. The new game by Supergiant. It's
Hades. Yeah,
Hades. Yep, it's really good.
Just took me a hot second to actually hear what you said.
Yeah. I was playing it and got really engrossed in it, and then I didn't notice that I was getting messaged in for my match for 3 minutes and made everyone upset that I was ignoring them.
Oh, it's okay.
I'm here and I'm ready to get garbage.
Yay! What garbage do we have, Liz? What's coming from your trash can?
The worst video game of all time, Super Mario Brothers 1.
Yeah. I see special on it.
Yeah, but it's Super Mario Bros. Run. It's slightly better because it's Super Mario Brothers Special, which is a actual authorized game that is kind of probably the reason why Nintendo keeps a very tight leash on their first-party IPs these days.
Yeah, I can't really blame them. I feel like I've seen a little bit of this before, but I can't recall it.
Well, so back in the mid '80s, Nintendo only did stuff on the NES, but Hudson had a lot of deals with the PC manufacturers of the day and stuff.
Yes.
So Hudson was like, "Hey Nintendo, why don't we port some of your NES games over to these computers?" And some of them are actually pretty good. Like they did Excite Bike, and it's pretty one for one. They did Balloon Fight, pretty one for one. But then they made a few unique, only on these games, only on these computers games. Super Mario Bros. Special is one of them, and it did not fare as well as the other games.
Okay. Now, what system was this on again? I think I missed
This one
that.
is on the Sharp X1. There are two versions. There's the Sharp X1 and there's the PC-88. I chose the X1 because it is slightly better. PC-88 is absolutely agonizing, and I didn't really want to do that to them.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I think most people, when they see this, at first, they'll think nothing of it because it looks close enough, and then you realize things look a little bit off.
Just slightly.
Just slightly. And I imagine the controls are probably more than a little off.
Yeah. We'll see.
The version that I was thinking of when it came to Mario was Nippon All Night Special
All
or
Night
whatever.
Nippon.
Yeah.
That's actually for the Famicom though. That's like an actual it's
Yeah, it
basically
plays the
just
same.
Mario, but it's a ROM hack. It's the first Mario ROM hack.
Yeah.
This is a straight port. Like everything for this is new. So everything's just slightly wrong.
That's what I like to see when it comes to my games, though. Just slightly wrong. Well, right now, it looks like Author Blues is making sure the controls are bound correctly. I believe he's doing audio, correct?
Yes, he is.
Yes. Okay. I'm not delusional.
Nope. Well, not for this.
Oh, baby. That is crispy.
Something to note, I'm having them run on 8 megahertz as opposed to 4 megahertz. So it's basically like the X1 is slightly overclocked. I felt like 4 megahertz is a little too slow and a little, like, too annoying. I felt like this would be more fun that.
Why is it so crispy?
Uh-oh.
Like, it's like a very quiet farting in the background.
Just the X1. That's just how the X1 works.
Well, I'm checking right now with both of the players to see if they are ready. It looks like Hopscotch is... Yeah, Author Blues, by the way, was like, can I use an animated emote? I'm like, okay, fine. I'll go ahead and let you, Mr. Blues. Okay, they're ready. I'm going to do the countdown. Everybody, you know what to spam. Mario emotes, especially. You can go ahead and share emotes from the streamers as well, but spam! Please! Is the demo random? I don't know. Hard to say. Oh my gosh. This is gonna hurt.
It'll be great. It'll be fine.
I might... We'll have to see. No, it's going to be fine.
It's going to be fine. I've been excited to give this game for more than a year.
Really?
I've been waiting to give this one. It was set to one of my bombs, but I decided to just use it today, just for fun.
Oh my gosh. I'm so happy. Like, I didn't even know this existed. And now I get to see it and not have to play it myself.
I mean, you should do that anyway.
Well, yeah, I feel like I would enjoy playing this.
It's just like a weird version of Mario. So to put the description, to put the issues. Oh my God, Hopscotch. Okay, Hopscotch isn't going to try to go for. You can do the infinite bounce on the shell trick there to get infinite lives, which I do in the speedrun, for the record.
Oh, okay.
But I feel like it might be a little unfair if they did that. But the difference between 8 Hz and 4 megahertz. In 4 megahertz, the music is normal speed, but the game runs half as fast, and is just kind of really slow and painful and sluggish.
Oh, yeah.
At 8 megahertz, the game runs relatively at the correct speed. It's just the physics are all wrong.
Like,
the
you
music
become
is
Luigi.
wild. Yep.
I'm so happy that you become Luigi when you get a mushroom.
I am Mario too.
Author Blues being careful. Yeah, look for... Oh! Yeah, better run. Those Goombas want blood. Very angry.
This was on the gaming historian, yes.
I love that people, like, are kind of baffled that this is an official release. At the same time, you know, the Sharp didn't really have very many smooth games, you know? I'd say that based off of things that I've seen, this is pretty high up there for quality.
They really pushed everything to its limits. Like I said, the PC-88 is even worse because it's older hardware. But, like, neither of them were able to do smooth scrolling, so most NES games didn't have that, so that was fine, but this really pushed it to its limits.
Yeah, I'd say this is actually pretty dang impressive. Not good, but impressive. Oh no, Author Blues! Oh my gosh.
Hopscotch doing pretty well at 1-3.
With that said, the sound is absolutely destroying me right now.
It's pretty bad. Are you ready to hear it for a full 57 minutes?
Sure.
I have it muted.
You have it muted?
I have it muted.
You're cheating.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Well, okay, good job. Smarter than some of us here.
I guess I'm not a person.
It's okay. You really don't have to be a fan with this game. You can be a normal human being. I'll allow it.
Look at that jittery platform there.
Yeah, it just goes left and right. Well, I don't know, any sort of horizontal scrolling was just difficult for the system. So, like, I understand that maybe they weren't able to do it for that platform. Not only that, but you have to scroll both the visual and the hitbox. That would be a nightmare. I love when the music speeds up. It's too good.
I don't really know why. Well, okay, I kind of know why. I think the more sprites that are on screen, like, the game starts to lag, and it lags the music with it too.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So everything kind of, like, picks up and slows down.
Also, I'm really confused how momentum works in this at all, because I think I'd have to play.
There's some interesting things with it. So if you run against a pipe or something or anything like that, you keep momentum as you jump. So you'll just, like, explode past the pipe. It doesn't stop your momentum.
Yeah, you still build it up.
Yeah, exactly. Which makes for jumping, it makes it a little bit more tricky to time stuff like that, especially if you're, like, I don't know, doing some kind of jump where there's like a hit right after the pipe. I
Yeah.
often fly past the pipe without expecting to and then fall in a pit.
Yeah, I can see that happening in this. I'm glad that you're the resident expert for this game, though. It's exciting.
I tried to speedrun it several times. I don't recommend that. That was a mistake. I have never gotten the full run off. In order to run this game, you have to run it at 4 megahertz because that's, otherwise you're overclocking the system, so it's cheating. I would say that there should be, like 2 categories for it, but, whatever. Oh, look at Bowser doing his little tippy toes.
Oh, the tippy toes! Oh, the tippy toes wins! Oh, only 1 life left, and for Mario 1, I believe that when it says Mario times 1, it means 1. This is your last Mario.
Yep.
I always hated that. Always go down to 0. That's my theory.
Like you had 0 left.
Yeah. 0 in store rather than...
In reserve as opposed to... Yeah.
Yeah.
It always confuses me.
I'm so sorry, everybody, for all of the audio here, but this is what you would be listening to playing it. So...
Yep.
Do I need to apologize for people who develop this? I apologize for game developers everywhere.
Hudson was a really good company. I loved Hudson. And
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, most of the games they made in this deal were actually pretty good. They made. Hold on, let me get the list. Hudson, Nintendo, computer games. No, not a list of Hudson Soft games.
Yeah, do you remember what the name of the bundle was?
It wasn't really a bundle, it was more like they had a deal to make a certain number of games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Apparently all of the levels in this version are unique. They were made specifically for this version. Oh my gosh, the plants!
This is an entirely unique Mario game, which is why it's not Super Mario Bros. 1. It's Super Mario Bros. Special.
Ooh, there are some things I'm seeing I don't want to spoil because if we see them, it'll be exciting.
For sure. Okay, so the games that were ported are Excite Bike, Ice Climbers, Golf, which is almost exactly the same.
Ooh.
And most of them are like slightly worse, but Golf is like exactly the same. Tennis, Balloon Fight, and then there were a few unique games that were only in this group of games. They were never originally NES games. There's a sequel to Donkey Kong 3 called The Great Revenge Attack or something like that.
Okay.
It's the only other game where Stanley the Bugman exists.
Oh my gosh, I love the speed up and slow down. It makes me so happy. It sounds like rattling bones.
There's a Mario Brothers special, as in like the original Mario Brothers, like the arcade game, which is actually really cool and has a lot of unique level design ideas in it. And then there's Mario Brothers Punch Ball.
Mario Brothers Punch Ball. Ooh, I like that.
Where it's Mario Brothers except you have a punch ball. Like you have a little item. It's a lot like it's a lot like the little fuzzy friend you have in
Oh no. Kid Cool.
Kid Cool. It's a lot like Mario Brothers meets Kid Cool.
I'm so sad that you said those cursed words. So sad.
Did you ever finish that run, bro?
I finished runs. I think I got sub 40.
Great job. Good job.
I've got other things to focus on, like not playing Kid Cool, you know?
No, I get it. I get it. Trust me. I gave up on running this game.
Probably a good idea.
Probably.
Oh,
This might be
gosh.
slightly worse than Kid Cool.
Maybe a little bit, yeah. Yeah, I'd say it's worse.
And then the final game in that pack was this. Well, not pack, in that group was this. Which
Yeah.
is the most infamous and probably the worst.
Yeah, I can see why this is infamous. I still haven't seen anything about this at all before, so, you know, this is a fresh, new experience for me. But that said, it's nice to see that Author Blues has finished the first stage, you know, or moving on to World 2, 2-1. Hopscotch has a little bit of work to catch up. I'm trying to think. Do you know, are there continues in this, like the original
No
Mario?
continues. There are no continues.
Oh, that's bad.
Yep. You have no idea how agonizing it is to get to the last world and then die, because the run is like 50 minutes long. It's so slow.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Chad is right. Hopscotch did make it to 2-1. I just forgot.
Yep. Hopscotch is in the lead, slightly.
Okay.
Off has a chance to bop.
Yeah, we'll see if the bop happens.
Oh, something important to note. Mario Brothers Special has unique new power-ups, too.
Yes! I didn't want to spoil those just in case we see some of them, you know?
Alright, well, then no spoilers. We'll hopefully see some.
Hey, Author Blues found a vine!
Oh! Uh-oh. This might be bad.
Yeah, you might not... Oh, he got it! He got there. My gosh, this music. This is so amazing! Perfect!
Oh, goodness gracious.
This is way too intense. This is so intense.
So, do you understand why I gave 8 megahertz instead of 4 now? Otherwise, you wouldn't have gotten this music. It would have been like normal music.
Yeah, I approve. I approve of the sped up music.
Oh, wow, Off got that really quickly.
Very nice.
The timing on the spring is really, really bad.
Oh my gosh, yes, swimming music! It's so aggressive!
I pressed the wrong button.
Do 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 do. Oh, people are not enjoying the bit rate for this level, it looks like. That's good.
Oh no, it is really bad.
Do 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 do. Oh. Well, Author Blues, tempting fate, but that's okay. Fate smiled upon him.
It's a good idea to get those coins. You want as many lives as you can since there are no continues.
Yeah, did you tell them there's no continues?
I did not, but I mean, they played Mario 1, both of them have, so assumedly they know about the, what is it, hold B and press start when you go in order to continue in Mario 1? They probably tried that and it didn't work.
I didn't think you even needed to do that. I thought it just took you to the beginning of the world.
Nope.
Huh.
A lot of people didn't even know that the original Super Mario Brothers had continues because it doesn't tell you in the manual. It doesn't tell you anywhere. You have to like press a button combination. You have to hold A when you press start. That's it. Thank you. And then it restarts you where you died.
Okay.
A lot of people didn't know that. That makes Mario way easier.
Oh yeah, it's actually completable.
Yes.
I think that I've beaten Mario 1, but honestly, I can't remember. If I did, I definitely use continues.
I've beaten it without continues, but it is not easy.
Yeah, I believe that. I mean, people
especially if you're
speedrunning
finding
Mario,
it
it's just nuts. Good job for anybody who can beat this, period.
Sub 5 is still one of the most impressive things to me.
Yeah.
People who can get sub 5 in Mario are very impressive. And there's been a lot. Like, there's like 50.
Oh yeah, people put a lot of work into playing it to get sub 5. Like, heck, getting sub 10, I think, is impressive myself.
Yep.
Getting subbed anytime is impressive to me.
Finishing the game's pretty impressive.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, here's a question for you, because I don't know how I've been feeling on this lately, but do you like Super Mario Bros. 1? Do you think it's a good game?
I think that for the time, it was revolutionary.
I would agree.
Yeah, I would say that yes, it's a good game. Is it necessarily enjoyable to play? I pretty much like every other Mario more than this one.
Yeah, I would rather put in any NES Mario game, except like, the missing ones. Mario's Missing and Time Machine, if they don't count.
I don't know. I think I'd rather put on Mario is Missing. Like,
really?
Heck yeah, edutainment!
Okay, bro, sure. Whatever you say, dear. Yeah, no, I think I do agree with you, though. I would rather put on basically any... Like, Mario Brothers 2 is actually really good. And Mario Brothers 3 is probably the best Mario game ever made.
I pretty much agree with that 3 is really what set the full standard for platformers. Mario 1 did a pretty dang good job at revolutionizing the genre, making it something that was fast-paced, enjoyable, difficult, but doable. But Mario 3 really nailed it.
Yep. I definitely agree.
So,
is tearing up house right now. Very, very good.
Very nice. 3-1. That's a lot of progress. So yeah, my assessment is Mario 1 is a good game. It has flaws, but frankly, it moved things so far forward that, I don't know, games wouldn't be what they are now without Mario 1.
Oh, absolutely. It's revolutionary and super inspirational for a lot of games. It inspired a lot of things. I don't know. I wouldn't want to really play it today. Like, occasionally I do. Just, it's like, hey, might as well play it. It's a classic.
Yeah. It's actually interesting that even though there are basically only 3 types of levels, still you can feel the difference between each of the water levels that you get to, between each of the, 4 level types. Each castle feels different because even though they didn't have a whole lot to work with when it came to varying what happens, they still did. They still managed to.
Oh, someone in chat definitely does mention, I am completely ignoring Lost Levels, but the reason I'm ignoring Lost Levels is because it's really bad. Sorry, I do not like Lost Levels. I think it's a bad video.
Wow, opinions here. I
won't say SMB1 is a bad game, but I will say Lost Levels is.
Why? I want to hear your opinion here, your explanation.
Really bad, unfun level design.
Oh, unfun. Okay, good.
Yeah, it's just like extreme. Like it's not bad in a technical sense. Like it plays fine. It's just ridiculously unfun and super frustrating. Like some people are like, "Hey, that's what I like in a video game." Well, good for you. That doesn't make it good.
Yeah, that doesn't mean everybody is going to enjoy it.
You may like that one Scandinavian dish that's rotting fish. That doesn't make it a good dish. That's right. I just called Lost Levels the surstrumming of video games.
Oh my god.
We're getting real today.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Here's my theory with food. If it's a good dish, then you can always make a version that most people will like.
Yeah.
Except for super picky people.
Me.
And I have no idea about Lutefisk. I
I actually don't know what Lutefisk is. I meant surstrumming.
Oh, yeah, well, I don't know what that is either. But I'll pass. You don't need to explain. No, I don't want to know.
Alright.
Okay. I'm hungry, and explaining what it is will make me not hungry.
Yep. It's a good.
Do. Oh, yeah, okay, so Author Blues is on 3-2. Hopscotch 007 has gone back to 1-1. There's still plenty of time, though, considering that you can complete the full game in 50 minutes. Yeah, Hopscotch has tons of time to catch up.
I'd say you could complete it in 30. The reason I can only complete it in 50 is because it's I have to use the 4 megahertz, so it runs twice as slow.
Oh, why do you have to use the 4 megahertz?
It's leaderboard rules.
Leaderboard?
Yeah, I don't agree with it. Apparently, it used to they didn't used to have that, and there used to be like 2 separate leaderboards, and then they made it so you can't do it in 8 megabits. And they're like, hey, we decided as a community. I'm like, okay, it's still kind of dumb, but okay, if it's a community thing, I can't really argue.
Run the game the way that you want. I don't care. I'm not gonna run 4 megahertz. You know, if I were running this, I'd just ignore what the community does and do my own thing.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, there was a conversation about this on Twitter a few weeks ago about, like, you know, if a leaderboard says you can't do something a certain way you want to do, just don't submit to leaderboards. But, like, at the same time, leaderboards and submitting to them, like, it isn't bad that you want to do that. And I do. Like, I start to lose interest if I can't put it up there. And that may make me a vain person.
Oh, no, I completely get it. But
I want, like, recognition for all my hard work. And I want to look at it's like having a trophy on my own shelf. Even if no one looks at it, who the heck is going to look at the Super Mario Brothers special speedrun case?
yeah, it still is something that you can put up as an accomplishment. Yeah. But, you know, I've run some games that essentially had categories that nobody did before, and then, you know, ended up popping up in various places, you know, because other people wanted to play it. Simply put, if something becomes popular, then the community can't just ignore it. I mean, I guess they could, but then everybody will say, wow, you're dumb.
Oh my goodness. The fire bars in this game are very,
yeah,
the hit detection is really off. Like, I'll definitely just jump through that.
Barrels! Barrels! Oh, this is not okay.
One of this game's big influences. Oh, almost.
Uh-oh.
Also, is actually really close to a unique power-up in this game, too. There's a hidden block there that has it.
Oh my gosh. That's really exciting. I love it. I love that Author Blues managed to get through a lot of Mario, but really, what took him down was Donkey Kong.
Yeah, this game takes big influence from the arcade Mario games, as well as Super Mario Bros. 1.
Yeah.
You have unique enemies from both Donkey Kong and also Mario Brothers, which we'll be seeing later.
I love that they were willing to experiment. Like, that's exactly what you should do, you know? Make something that's true to the original, but add some variety. Yeah, this is not a good game, but still, they tried.
Yeah, big agree.
Sorry about that. Just brought me food.
Oh, so that means I can talk about turf scrolling now. Just
No,
joking.
no.
When did the NES come out? Well, the Famicom. Famicom released
Oh my gosh, I don't.
83. So this hardware is older than the Famicom because it's 82, I believe.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And the Famicom was built as a machine to play Donkey Kong and basically nothing else. And then they had to like really work around everything to get everything to work by you know, putting special chips into the cartridges and whatnot.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, the Sharp wasn't designed for Donkey Kong. In fact, it wasn't designed for video games at all.
Yep.
So putting Mario on a computer that is not made for games, you know, that's a special challenge in and of itself. Was the Famicom really supposed to be just for Donkey Kong? Or originally?
Well, I haven't really watched this in a while, but I remember I watched a series called NES Works, where he goes through every single game in the NES library in order of release date. And he mentioned that when they were designing the NES, they basically designed it as a machine that could run Donkey Kong.
Okay.
Like, almost to, like, arcade, you know, perfectness.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, that was their main focus. And then they started to, you know, build more around it, especially when it became really big.
Well, yeah, I can see. Very rarely were people able to take the arcade experience home. I mean, Atari tried, but a lot of the ports to, like, Atari 2600 are so bad. They're just terrible, and they really don't capture the same feeling. So to have Nintendo actually get really close, that's exciting.
Yeah, for sure. You'll also note that all the NES release date, all the NES release games, I don't think any of them had scrolling. I'm pretty sure Mario was like one of the first games almost ever to have a full scrolling game, just in general. Someone, that might be wrong, someone can hit me up on that, but I'm pretty sure that, if not, it was one of the first. Hogan's Alley on the... Wait, really? That's wild.
Wait, what? Hogan's Alley, of all things, was the first game to have any scrolling on the Famicom. Interesting. Oh my gosh. Like... I'm just trying to think here. Scrolling really wasn't doable in any type of system until the NES was created. I mean, you could sort of do some fake scrolling. This game has fake scrolling, you know, it pauses the screen and lets you scroll. It's just super complicated if you don't have it built into the system. And considering that the Famicom has a way to buffer the upcoming screen in a way that doesn't cause any lag, that especially let it so that, you know, they could actually start doing that. Now, scrolling both vertically and horizontally was almost impossible at the time.
Yeah, that's a whole nother bag of tricks. Like, pretty much only Super Mario Bros. 3 was like the first one that could pull that off.
I believe Kirby did it a little bit later and managed to improve on it.
So did MC Kids.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure McKids had horizontal and vertical scrolling.
Oh, I love it. At the same time, limitations can often make things more exciting. You know, you think of Mario Brothers 2 for the NES. The scrolling there is definitely jerky, but it's got a charm to it. They embrace the part of the charm, you know, especially since at the very beginning of the game, you fall from the door and start scrolling the screen down. I don't know, it's cool. It's cool. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so embracing the limitations that you have and making it part of the charm, Nintendo was kind of pro at that.
For sure.
I mean, okay, Nintendo didn't really make the original Mario 2 that came out in the US, but whatever, they ported it because they saw the charm.
No, that was made by the Mario team.
Doki Doki Panic was?
Yeah, Doki Doki Panic was made by the same team that made Mario. It just, you know, wasn't originally a Mario game.
Oh my gosh, yeah, Nintendo was the developer. Okay, that makes sense. They knew that it absolutely wouldn't sell the way that it was here in the US, so they changed it to Mario, and it worked. Yeah, okay. So, good job, all you fact checkers out there in Twitch land.
I remember hearing that when they were trying to decide what to make for it, they were like, how about we make it kind of like Mario, but there are also some vertical scrolling levels instead. And I'm pretty sure that was like the general idea. Let's make it kind of like Mario, but with a bit of a twist. And then they made it, and then it was like, hey, we need to have another game other than Super Mario Bros. 2. Well, we kind of have that.
Oh, yeah. Toad is so excited to see anybody in his life. Let me tell you.
Oh, something that I really need to mention, since we haven't yet, and we're talking about scrolling. I did mention this game came out on 2 systems, the Sharp X1 and the PC-88.
Yes.
PC-88 is even older hardware than the X1, so it can't even do this kind of scrolling that this game does. This is very Zelda-y, where the game stops and then does the scrolling, and it's the only way it'll be able to do it. On the PC-88, the screen goes black for like a half second, and then you're on the next screen.
Oh no! Oh, that's not
very
good.
Jarring. There is no scrolling.
I love that. Well, like, it's quote unquote bad.
Maybe someday I'll give me this bomb.
Oh no! Comcast? Are you being a butt? Comcast.
Uh-oh.
Okay, let me refresh their streams. I'm gonna kick you in the butt, Comcast. Trying to interrupt Ku5ogrande. I'll interrupt you. Don't know how I'd do that, but we're not gonna interrupt Comcast because we are back. We're 34 to 35 minutes into this. Remember, it doesn't matter who is in the lead right now. It matters who has made the most progress by the time the game ends. And Author Blues has made it a significant way into World 3. Was it 3-4 that he made it to?
It was 3-4. He died on the barrels.
Uh-oh. So, Hopscotch, is definitely behind at this point, but we still have plenty of time.
Hopscotch, I don't think has ever gotten this far, so I'm pretty sure that this is his furthest.
Yeah, that and hopefully Hopscotch has a good number of lives right now. Honestly, considering how many coins the game is just throwing at you right now, you should be picking those up, you know.
Yeah, he isn't, which, you know, maybe he hasn't quite realized the strategy behind, hey, I should get as many of these as I want because it's kind of a marathon.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to die, but, you know, I try and get as many lives as I can.
Yeah, the biggest question is this worth, like, is it going to slow you down too much? I don't think it will. I think it would be to his advantage. But simply put, when you're put in a race setting, a lot of people don't think to take your time here. Other Blues is struggling a little bit with this spring, by the way.
So good. It's, like I said, it's awful.
There we go. Oh my gosh.
The timing. Also, fun fact, there are invisible block stairs there that you can get if you don't want to deal with the spring.
Oh my gosh, Hopscotch almost got bitten by the fish. Not sure why there are piranhas jumping out of the water, but hey. You know, life is hard when you're a Mario brother.
Ooh, 64 coins. That's my favorite number.
64? It's an okay number.
I like that number.
I'd say it's probably up in, like, the list of my top 10 numbers. I'd put it there. It's a good one. Isn't it? Is it a little ironic to have numbers in a top 10 list and not have the number 10 on it?
Possibly. That's definitely something I could see some YouTuber doing is like, here's a list of my top 10 numbers.
Number 10.
10.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing. That would be... And then, of course, you'd have the jerk. Okay. Who would be like, my number 10, I. It's like, oh, come on, you stupid math nerd. There are better numbers than I. Square root of -1, whatever. Square root of negative your face, more like it.
Number 3, pi.
Yeah, I get it. Pi. So revolutionary, blah, blah, blah.
Is pi revolutionary? I mean, I'll be real, of all the culinary desserts, I would say pie would be revolutionary.
I don't know. I'm gonna put C over pi, okay? Because C, basically can be any number.
I'll be real, I have no idea what C is because I'm not a math person. I hate math.
Oh, it's just when you do integrals, you end up with a C, which is just basically you take the formula and you can add any number to it. It's good.
Oh.
Good. And the C just stands for constant. It's good.
Oh, avocado's constant. Yeah, I love that fruit. It goes great in guacamole.
I think that's lime. Lime's not a number. I counted all the way to lime, Papa! Wow, son, you need to go back to school. Oh, the speed of light in a vacuum, also that, yeah. There are many different kinds of C's. See... Yeah, are we talking about formulas? Are we talking... Like, every letter has a number. And most letters have multiple numbers. It's complicated. Math is hard.
Math is hard, and it sucks. But
Wow, strong opinions from Liz Star here.
I'm a literature person.
Well, I mean, I did study English, but I also
You have a minor in math, right?
I minored in math. I've done math competitions before in school. I was that kind of nerd.
Wow. That is weird to me, because to me, like, math and literature people are like opposites to me.
I know, they usually are, but I do both. Too bad.
You're weird.
I'm weird, yeah. I'm willing to embrace that, okay?
I was really big on sciences that didn't involve math. So basically not chemistry. I like chemistry a lot, but like anything that involves math and chemistry, I cannot handle it.
But I loved chemistry. Oh my gosh. So I took a...
see Bowser split in half there for a second. That was incredible. I'm sorry.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so I was thinking, I took a class in college that was called Practical Logic, and let me just say, it is the one class that I feel combined both English and math in a way that no other class has. And I think I was literally the only person in there who understood what was going on.
It's fine.
I loved it. Yeah, the professor didn't really do a good job teaching it, but I'm like, this speaks to me. This speaks to me in a way that I've never been spoken to before.
As the only person who's done studies in both math and literature, I can understand that. My parents were both math teachers, so I don't have a great experience or love of math.
Oh no. I really don't like the background on this, okay? Specifically on the water level, because...
Oh, it's like all kind of fuzzy and...
Well, yeah, the way that they made it, as soon as you scroll at all, Twitch is like, I'm done. I'm just done. I'm done. We're taking a break today.
I kind of like the pattern. It looks like felt. It's like it's Yoshi's Woolly World, but like 30 years earlier.
Oh my gosh, you're kind of right about that. And honestly, you know, I like the texture. I don't like it on Twitch.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Just like waterfalls, okay? What was that mushroom sound? That was weird. I think that's the first time I actually heard it. Oh my gosh, Author Blues! Get under the turtles! There we go.
There are probably... it's like, oh no, 2 Paracoopas, whatever am I to do?
And apparently walk directly under one, stand there for half a second, and then walk away. That was the answer.
This is not the kind of game where you want to do precision stuff like that. It gets really bad, by the way, so we're never going to see it. But I will tell you all what World 8 is like.
Mm-hmm.
So, I want you to picture a bunch of 1-block jumps. Just they're one block.
No.
And in order to make each jump, you have to be running at maximum speed. You have to do them all in a row. You can't stop on 1 block.
Are you serious?
They are
Illegal.
I've checked it. On several of them, there are frame-perfect jumps to beat this game. It's really bad. It gets really hard later on. I'm pretty sure 8.3 has like 3 frame-perfect jumps in a row. Absolutely aggravating. It's a little bit better on on 4Hz or the PC88, where you know, 1 frame is like 8 seconds. But
I imagine 8 Hz. I don't know. Like, it's doable, but kind of sounds like a
is.
nightmare.
The frame rate's pretty not great.
A full-speed jump going past...
A lot, by the way.
Do you have to go past the screen transition on some of those jumps?
Yes.
That's evil. Okay,
Yes.
not allowed.
Imagine doing that on the PC-88 version where you get to the screen edge and then boom, you're in the screen. There's no transition. You can't like kind of see what's coming up and sort of adjust for it.
I love it. Oh, you're speaking my language though. This is what I love.
So are we going to need to? I'm going to have to give that out at some point. For a real bomb, I'm going to give out the PC-88. I don't think the PC-88 is in RetroArch though, so we'll have to come up with another one. I wonder how our competitors think of this game. Hopscotch was saying they didn't like Super Mario Bros. 1, but I'm not sure if that was a joke or not.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know if I can say that I like it. I can appreciate Mario 1. It's okay to play, it's just there are so many things I'd rather play, you know?
Yeah, no, for sure. Especially on the NES. The NES has a lot of great games. Like, people would expect me to not be an NES person, but I grew up on the NES and I really love it.
Yeah, I've got a few games on my list that I just want to play through. Battle of Olympus is probably right at the top, because I played... okay, so I had these vague memories of a game from when I was a kid, and all I could remember was essentially a spider web. And so I tried to explain it, and people actually understood what I was talking about enough to point me towards that game. So this is something that I know nothing about, except that I played it, I guess, as a kid and had no idea what I was doing or how to get anywhere. And I want to play it.
If you were like, Liz, it's a game that the only thing I remember is the spiderweb, I would have thought you were talking about Black Widow for arcades, but I guess not.
Well, I'm like, you're in a forest, you're going through a forest, and there's like a dead end, but there's a spider web, and maybe you can jump into the spider web and go somewhere. But I'm not sure.
Did Off beat his original distance?
I don't think he did.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that they probably don't have another chance. I don't think Off will really be able to get to 3-4 again. But I mean, it might be possible.
Oh geez, sorry, hiccup there. I think you're probably right.
If Hopscotch can get past the barrels, then Hopscotch will probably be the winner. But he still has 2 worlds to go, basically.
I mean, and we've got this spring to deal with.
He might start over.
It's so good.
Okay, I want you to know. I want to know if you have this kind of thing. I have a thing where, like, if there's something that's super like specific and janky and like it takes real dexterity to do, like that spring or like putting a thread through a needle. I get extreme agita, like I start sweating and like my skin feels itchy.
Huh.
Like, so this spring sets that off for me, and I hate it.
Really?
Like,
oh no.
I can't tell what I'm doing wrong. Like, I just have to keep fiddling with it until it works, and it really frustrates me. Oh no, there's a time over.
Oh no! Oh my gosh, I hate this music. I hate it so much. Yeah, like, I actually have pretty shaky hands, so, I get pretty frustrated with some precise things. Threading a needle, I can usually get it, but oh geez, it's a nightmare. I'm trying to think. Mostly, I think I end up holding my breath a lot when it comes to things that are super precise in games, and
No, I'm not sure where I picked that up. Maybe from like Call of Duty, where you hold your breath to steady the sniper rifle.
oh geez, good old Call of Duty.
I played some Call of Duty back in my day.
Did I play any? I don't think so.
I was actually a really big FPS person for a long time. Doom was I was really into Doom for quite a while.
Well, I played a lot of Doom 2, not the original one, but Doom 2 was my jam. We'd even play it as a family, you know, and blow each other up with rocket launchers, and it was great.
Oh my goodness, that's great.
Yeah, and you always had the person who, like, got a vendetta. You're like, okay, let's go ahead and go through the level, and you're like, I know you're going to kill me. I know you're going to. And invariably, we also played a lot of Half-Life Deathmatch against each other as a family, and that was fun because you could actually put your own skins in the game really easily. And some of the skins worked great, like Ronald McDonald, he was good, and Spider-Man. And then some of the skins worked terribly, like Homer Simpson. He was, for some reason, like a foot or two taller than the rest of the models, extremely fat, and the gun, instead of being on his hand, stuck out of his stomach. Absolutely my favorite skin. The Homer Simpson one. So good. Anyway, yeah, I played a lot of first-person shooters. I still play them, just not really on stream, you know.
They make a lot of them make me motion sickness these days. Sadly.
Oh yeah. That is unfortunate, but yeah, people would be surprised to know that Essentia has also played a lot of Doom. Yeah. I don't know, I guess, then again, she also played a lot of Carmageddon. Our family was weird. Okay, especially for like a Utah family, we're like, yeah, all this blood and stuff, whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, but Mr. Saturn dude, Ultra Kill would destroy me. There's a big like resurgence of what I call fast-paced action FPSs.
Yes.
You know, like your Dooms. There's been a big resurgence of those, and if they're not really made by horrible, gross people, they're really, really motion sickening.
Yeah, I agree. I love the fast-paced stuff, though. Like,
it is cool. I wish I could play it.
I need to play them on stream sometime. I really need to. Yes, I should.
You should.
So let it be written. Yeah. I'm trying to think. There were definitely a lot of games that I missed out on when I was young. I think I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh no, okay, there's definitely no way that Hopscotch is going to make it back to level 3 for, in 7 minutes.
Yeah, it's fairly set. I'm still gonna let them suffer through the rest of this today, because, you know, there could hypothetically be...
Yeah, they might find one of the warp zones.
Yeah, are there any warps that you know of?
I told them to not seek them out.
That's
so,
fair
fun
enough.
fact, the warp zones do exist in this game, but they were not programmed to actually work. So you get to a warp zone, and then the pipe doesn't work, and you get soft locked.
Oh no! Oh, I love it.
Okay, so, out of it. Yes, Bowser can still move when you're on the axe. You can get killed by Bowser like that. Also, if you are... Okay, so you know, can you picture the axe area with Bowser right now? So it's
Yes.
like a block, So there's a block, you can kind of run against the block, and then there's the fire axe up there. So
Oh,
if
yeah,
you
yeah,
run
yeah.
you run if you're touching the block and then you jump, you pick up the fire axe and use it, and it destroys the bridge, but because you're not above the axe, you fall and you fall down into the fire with Bowser and you die.
Oh no! That's
I've lost track of that.
perfect.
It is tragic. I was really hoping they do that once in this match, but they haven't really done that. It can be done by accident if you're like jumping over Bowser and you don't really expect to get it, and then you're like, oh snap, I'm past Bowser, and then you run against the block and jump, and then you die.
Oh, it's so good. So good.
I bet you this game is actually very well programmed and it is very well made. It's just they were on such outdated hardware. Like, it's very impressive that this exists at all.
Yeah, I'm glad that it does. You know, they clearly had a passion for this, and this, you know, I was taking a look at some of the credits. At least one of the people moved on to work on the Mario Party series. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
Yeah.
it was worth doing this.
yeah, for sure. Since we're probably not going to see any of the power-ups, do you want to tell everyone about all the power-ups we have?
Yeah, let's go ahead and tell them. What do we have?
So our first power-up is right near the barrels, in fact. It is the Donkey Kong hammer. It works exactly like the hammer in Donkey Kong. It's in very few levels. Most of these power-ups are in very few levels and are hidden, like in invisible blocks.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Hopscotch has kind of given up on trying to actually get anywhere and is just trying to get on top, maybe to try and find the warp zone. That'd be interesting.
I think you might be right, yeah. I mean, considering that you said don't find them, yeah, I think that while Hopscotch, like, you never know what kind of glitches the game has, and even if Hopscotch can't use the warp zones in the game per what you ask them, it would still kind of be fun to seek them out if you don't think you have enough time to make any progress. But at the same time, a lot of broken games that we've seen, you never know what kind of problems they're going to have.
Yeah, for sure. So, the other power-ups, do you want me to go on?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. The next one is a wing, which basically makes it so that you can swim like you're underwater.
You can fly/swim in real life.
Yes.
Yes.
And then the final power-up is the Hudson Beam, which gives you a bunch of points. And that's it.
Okay. Wait, it gives you what?
Points.
Oh, points. I mean, points are good.
Why not? You can get the high score in Super Mario Bros. Special. I wonder who has the high score. It might be me, for all I know.
1 million points!
Who is in the lead? Currently, Aqua Blues is in the lead. He has gotten to 3-4, while Hopscotch got to, I believe, 2-4?
Something like that. I believe Author Blues has a pretty sizable lead at this.
Especially since Hopscotch appears to have given up.
I mean, to be
I don't blame
fair, you've got 1 minute left. What are you gonna do? Author Blues, I appreciate him just trying to truck through this as much as possible.
For all we know, and I mean, this is a very Author Blues thing, he might actually be really enjoying this. He's like, hey, I just want to play the game.
Honestly, I think I would have fun with this. Author Blues has played a few bad Mario games in the past, you know?
Yeah, a couple.
And maybe a few bad ROM hacks in the past.
He's not super well known for it, but...
Okay, there we go. Bowser is dead. I love that the scroll just pushes you into Toad's room. It's like, get in there.
If you are against that block, it can't push you and you die.
Yeah.
That is time, Frank.
Is beautiful. Yes, Liz, we're done. The music is away.
59:59. That's not time.
It's almost okay. Just a sec. Oh nope. Ignore. No, I went 20 seconds over. Well, that's okay, everybody, because we're gonna go to a whole new world of games. Because we're done with this one. I'm done with Mario 1. I'm done with Mario Special. And your ears are done with all of that buzzing. An hour of buzzing. Liz.
A full hour of buzzing.
Yeah, so how do you think they did?
I kind of felt like they could have gotten a little bit farther, but I'm not very surprised. It's a very hard game. Also, it's very weird and frustrating. But I feel like they did well for what they had.
Yeah, honestly,
They
I
would
don't
have
know.
done
Mario
better.
1's hard anyway.
Oh,
Hello.
Yeah, are you okay?
I can't hear you, I'm sorry.
Yeah, same. I had a hearing loss before this stream, and I'm not sure that helped at all. Because we had a lot of buzzing. It just buzzed constantly.
Yeah, I imagine the Twitch encoding probably prevented all of the buzzing from getting to you, but I got to enjoy all of it.
I mean, I don't think it did, but I do have a limiter so that it doesn't destroy everybody's souls, so maybe I did help. But, oh my gosh, you still managed to get through up to nearly the end of 3-4. That was an impressive push. What are your thoughts about the game?
It was really tough managing sort of where the screen transitions were. That was, it had its benefits, but it had its drawbacks too. Like, you could buffer a jump out of the screen transition, so that was kind of okay.
Okay.
But like, sometimes hazards were right on the boundary, and so you have to figure out really quickly where the screen transition's even going to happen. I thought it went okay. Once I saw Castle 3-4, I realized that hopefully I got there first, because I don't think it's possible to beat. So
there is an invisible block there that has an item that gives you a hammer from Donkey Kong to help you kill the barrels.
So,
no, I don't like that very much, no.
So yeah, don't worry too much about it. You just got the lucky... or the...
Bro, can you move Hutchin?
Yeah,
What
I think
was that?
hops in general.
Oh,
Hops in general.
yeah. Let me grab him. Bam. There we go. There's a hopscotch.
Oh, there.
Hello. Hey. Congrats on surviving and hopefully still having hearing left.
Yeah.
Did you have fun?
I'm not sure. I think so.
You think you had fun? Okay.
There was no greater pleasure I took than when time was called and I could pause the emulator.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I like...
How far did you get off?
I got like midway through Castle 3-4, I guess.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm forgetting hopscotch. How far did you make it? I know...
I made it past the first firebar section in 2-4.
In 2-4, yeah. The fire bars were weird. The hitbox just was not consistent at all.
Yeah, I remember like jumping and I went through it and I was like, yes, perfect.
Yeah, that's an important mechanic when you get to Castle 3-4, because there's a long row of fire bars on the ground that do not sync up in a pleasant way.
Oh, not at
And
all.
some are hidden behind the screen scroll.
Yeah, one of them's hidden directly behind a screen scroll. You will jump into it.
I do wonder, though, you know, there's a lot of complaining about this, and obviously this is not the best version of Mario 1 that anybody has ever played. Was there anything redeemable about it, though? Okay.
The swimming
Goombas
sections actually were less bad. The swimming sections were actually less bad than in the
swim sections were great.
Really?
And like bloopers were like so
are really
nice.
bloopers are really frustrating in the NES Super Mario Brothers one. In this one, they were pretty static in the sense. Sorry, they were pretty consistent in their velocity, so they didn't sort of like accelerate and decelerate in unpredictable ways. You pretty much always knew where one was going to be. So if you got hit, it was probably on you.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Also, there was no suck in the water sections either. It didn't pull you down every time you went over a pit.
Yeah, I was trying to pay attention to that. I didn't notice any, but I thought maybe I'm just missing it. If it doesn't exist, though, that helps a lot.
So, was springs not working just like a product of us running at 8 times speed? Or
I'm not. That's what I was thinking too. The timing for hitting it must have been much easier at 4 megahertz.
I'll be perfectly honest with you. No, it is not.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, it was so funny. I laughed so much at the springs because, like Author Blues, you hit it the first time, and then the next time you got back there, you're like,
Well, you know what really blew my mind was the first time I tried jumping on it and it wasn't working. I was like, well, maybe it's like just because it's a port, it works differently. So I tried just holding the button and it worked. I was like, oh, this one's simple. You just hold the button. And it turns out that it must have been that I started pressing the button at the perfect time that time and could not work it out the next time I went through. Like I was just stuck there for like 15, 20 seconds trying to figure out how to jump off of it.
oh, I love it.
Over on it once.
yeah, I timed over.
Oh
You
my
have
gosh.
to play the 4 megahertz version for the speed run, and it is not better. I can tell you.
It's not better. Yeah,
Not better.
and apparently the Atari ST version is even worse. If
No, the PC-88. Yeah, the PC-88 version. You know how this one has like kind of like Zelda scrolling?
Yeah.
Well, in the PC-88, you get to the end of the screen, it turns pitch black for a half a second, and then you're on the next screen. No scrolling whatsoever.
Yeah, Liz Star decided not to be that mean.
Yeah, I was gonna be a little nicer. I might give it for a bomb. No.
Well, it's always in your back pocket. That's terrifying to know.
I will say that it turned out to be fun in its badness, but that doesn't excite me to play it again ever.
Well,
It was a
perfect.
treat for here. It was a treat for here.
I'm glad that you were both able to come and play this Mario 1 for us. It was fantastic. Seriously, congratulations, Author Blues. And Hopscotch, you are not out of this. You're still in there. Just got to win your next match to stay in. So best of luck to you.
Thank you. Do I have an opponent yet?
Sure. I don't know. I'm not even looking at the... Where's the bracket? Where's the bracket? Yeah, I know. I'm the guy running this thing, and I don't even know. We will tell you when you do.
Okay.
Which might
Good
be
enough
right
for me.
now. Nope. You don't have an opponent yet. But you will soon, hopefully. So, yeah, hold your breath. It's either going to be Alpha 5 or Cool Kid, so that's going to be
Last
fun.
thought, though. One
Yeah.
last thought. I can't believe the Sophie's Choice that was put in front of me, having to pick between Liz, Xandra, and Smite for the GM for this round. Like, could you have picked 3 worse people for the options? Like,
What do you mean?
I mean, like, all 3 of you I would want to pick from. So, like, could there have been a worse outcome for me to have to pick?
Well, I mean, that's fine, though, because that means that you'd be happy no matter who you get.
Yeah.
That's so true. That's so
Yeah.
wholesome.
All the love here. Well,
No
you
matter
know...
what, you get a friend, and Hopscotch gets to play Super Mario Bros.
I'm gonna say that I'm out of love because we got to move on to the next
Okay.
game. Thank you so much, Author Blues. Thank you,
Good race,
Hopscotch.
Hopscotch.
Thank you. Good race.
Take care, all of you.
Bye.
Friends.
Bye. Better. You know, sometimes you invite friends over and they talk and talk and talk. Well, you know what? I love it. Whatever. I love talking to people. That's why I do streams, so that I can actually talk to people in my life. Oh, sad, but true. Let's go ahead and run a quick 60-second ad. Thank you for all those who followed and subscribed. We'll be back in 1 minute.